Hey everybody, I'm Delicia, and thanks for tuning in to my weekly top 5 cigar picks. These, of course, are the cigars I'm smoking this week, and I'm hoping they're making their way from my humidor into yours for your week of smoking. Starting with number 5, going out to Cornelius and Anthony. This is the Meridian, also featured in my 2018 Cigar Vixen calendars. You can find some more pictures and images and information about the cigar in the calendar. Taking a closer look, it has an Ecuadorian Rosado wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. Fairly mild. You're going to get the barnyard, the earthy, again, kind of those lighter notes on this particular stick, but very nice. Number 4. Going out to the Drew Estate Florida Sungrown, the FSG. This is a combination of some different tobacco. It has a Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper, Honduran Habano binder, and then a little bit of Florida sun-grown and Nicaraguan on the filler to give you some cocoa powder notes. You get a little bit of the cedar, the coffee, dried fruit, cayenne pepper. I did do a full review of this one if you're interested in learning a little bit more about it. But price point also on this one is fairly decent. It's going to be about 11 to 12 bucks on this one, and the Meridian is the 760 to about 9 bucks. So I was trying to include some of the price points for you guys this week. I don't always do that, I forget, but thought I would go into that this week. Which brings me to number 3. This is the Atabey or Atabey. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Atabey, and this is the Mystico, I believe is the name of the size, but it's somewhat of a limited run. I believe it's a 5x56. It has an incredible aroma. It has this beautiful kind of sweet, but also kind of barnyardish, earthy tone to it. I will start by saying this one is on the pricier side. It's about a $34 stick. They do have some other sizes, but it is very tasty. It has somewhat of a Cubanesque style profile as far as the flavor notes, but it's not a Cuban tobacco. It's actually an Ecuadorian wrapper, and then it's undisclosed on the binder and filler, but you get a fruity, charred oak. You get like the sugarcane sweetness from it. You get a little bit of black pepper, some anise. It's pretty tasty. I don't know if it's necessarily a $34 cigar, like all of those factors. It does smoke very well. It is tasty. That's definitely something that I think is a personal decision. For me, I would try it, but I don't know that I would go out and buy a whole box at that price, But I thought I would include it just again to give a different variety this week. Something different. Number 2. Number 2 is going out to the La Aurora. This is the Leon Jimenez. It's a very mild stick. It has a Connecticut wrapper, and it's a real easy smoke. I had some requests. I get different types of requests, but this was a very good beginner smoke, early in the day type of a thing. It's very mild. It's really easy to smoke. You get the nice cedar profile. It's somewhat creamy. You do get a little hint of like a black pepper, but it's not real strong. It's an incredibly easy cigar to smoke. Not a lot of sharpness in any way. Just kind of smooth profile, that type of a thing. So, and the price point's good. This one is going to range from like $9.50, $10, $11, depending on the size. This is a Churchill, but it does come in, I believe, like 4 different sizes, 4 or 5 different sizes, and they're going to vary based on size and price point. But again, more of a mild, or in fact, a very mild type of a strength to it. And number 1 is going out to Nick Melillo. This is the Tabernacle. I've had this in the lineup, not for a little while, I don't think. I actually haven't smoked one in a little bit, and revisiting it, and it's such a good stick. I mean, it's definitely, for any of you that are super Maduro fans, this is like right up the alley because it has that Connecticut broadleaf on the wrapper, and then right underneath it you get the Mexican San Andres binder, so you get that sweet rustic type of flavor notes to it. Underneath it, it does have a Honduran and Nicaraguan filler. But again, you're getting coffee, you're getting the cocoa, the dark chocolate type of cocoa-y, whatever you call it. You get a little bit of the charred oak in there. You get earthy undertones. It's again rustic. It has that type of a profile, but it's just really good. You get the mixture of the black and red pepper throughout the entire smoke. It changes a little bit. There's some complexity to it, but it's just a tasty stick. And this one is about $11, $12. There are other sizes that it does come in, including a Lancero. But again, those prices will vary based on the size, but definitely worth the price on this one. It's an elegant cigar. Everything from the wrapper, the design, the artwork, the box. If you have a chance to see the whole box, it's really beautiful. But more importantly, it smokes well. It has great flavor. So definitely deserving of the #1 spot this week. But as always, I thank you so much for tuning in, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Which cigars do you plan on smoking out of the lineup? If you've tried any of them, all of those things, I always welcome the comments. So thank you so much for hanging out, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Cheers.